I'm Kathleen Pate, and this is my Alabama Farm Life, and today I'm going to be working on my Cricut Explore Air 2. I've been playing around with my Cricut, trying to figure out how to do things and watching a lot of YouTube videos. But today my first project is going to be making mugs. I watched a lot of videos, and when it comes to mugs, sublimation seems to be the thing to do, but I kept thinking that if I created a stencil and I used a nice porcelain paint and used a blotting method, that I could make this work. I purchased a 7.5 millimeter stencil plastic that would work with a Cricut, and it actually did a really nice job. However, I didn't get it right until the third time. I created a 3-inch by 10-inch template, and I cut twice, and it worked really well. The Cricut did a great job on the stencil. I have a beautiful stencil. However, in theory, it was a good idea, I thought, but in practice, I ended up with a total mess. I did the blotting and all it did was smear underneath. I even used an adhesive spray, but it still wasn't enough to keep it down nice and smooth and prevent the paint from smearing all over the place. I didn't want to waste the stencil, so I thought, well, maybe I could use a pen and just draw in the design, and with proper ink, I could bake it on and it would stay. But that didn't work either. The pen smeared, so that wasn't an option. I really wasn't looking forward to making mugs with vinyl on them, but I own several cups that have vinyl and they are in great shape. They've never peeled and I use them in the dishwasher. So I went ahead and created some templates or some designs. I pulled out this pretty pink vinyl and I got it all cut out. My first victims or practice subjects are these metal tumblers. I made sure that my designs were small enough to fit and went through and got everything weeded out as quickly as possible. Weeding is not my favorite thing to do, I have discovered. But applying vinyl to these cups took forever, and I'm talking 2 cups took me several hours to get done. But I have to admit, they turned out really nice. I'm very pleased at how well they came out. Even though I like the vinyl and the way these cups came out, I was still determined to find a way to make a cup that was dishwasher safe so that I could use my paint. So I went back to the drawing board and I created another stencil. This time I'll just put it directly on the cup. I have a ton of painter's tape, so I'm using the painter's tape to put the transfer on the cup, and it actually has worked out really well. I like the way it looks. I mean, if I really wanted to use vinyl, I could, but I really wanted to use this porcelain paint. When I'm done with the design, I could actually bake the cups for a permanent finish. I decided to use red paint, but when it goes onto the cup, it actually looks like a dark pink. I'm just using the blotting method, and I'm going to blot around all the vinyl that I have on these cups. I wanted to do a little swirling, but that didn't really work out, and I thought, well, maybe I could do some marbling, but I really want to keep this simple since these are my first cups. Once they've dried for a little while, I get to work taking off the vinyl letters, and I'm actually pleased at how well this came out and how it looks. It's just my first attempt. It's not the greatest attempt, but I think it looks pretty good for my first time. I hope that I get faster at this because this really takes a long time. But the cups are done and it's time to put them in the oven. I'm going to start the oven. It's supposed to bake at 150 for 35 minutes, but this only goes down to 170. I started the oven and I'm going to put the cups in cold. Bake for 30 minutes and then I'll turn off the oven and pull them out when they've cooled down. And I think they came out really well. I really like these mugs. These are dishwasher safe, but I gotta find a better way to do this. I'm thinking for my next round of cups, I'm just going to use the vinyls. The printed vinyls actually work pretty well. If you let them cure for long enough, they are dishwasher safe, but it's best to just hand wash them. It's just that it can be a pain not to be able to stick things in the dishwasher. I have to admit, it's so much easier just to sit down at a computer and order things and just send them out to people as far as my merch goes. But this is supposed to save me money, but at the rate of time that I spend doing this, then yeah, it's almost not worth it. But I'm still new at this. I will get faster, I will get more confident, and I'm sure that I will get better at doing it. So I've already made the investment. I can't turn back now. I just have to find what's best for me. My next project is making t-shirts. I just figured out a design that I think I like, and I'm doing my first t-shirt tomorrow. So we'll see how it turns out. But until then, guys, I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for sticking with me. You guys have a great day.